The Rose of a Nation's Thanks by Isabella Valancy Crawford. Read by Frank Blissett. A welcome? Oh, yes, 'tis a kindly word. But why will they plan and prate of feasting and speeches and such small things while the wives and mothers wait? Plan as ye will, and do as ye will, but think of the hunger and thirst in the hearts that wait, and do as ye will, but lend us our laddies first. Why, what would ye have? There is not a lad that treads in the gallant ranks who does not already bear on his breast the rose of a nation's thanks. A welcome? Why, what do you mean by that, when the very stones must sing as our men march over them home again? The walls of the city ring with the thunder of throats and the tramp and tread of feet that rush and run. I think in my heart that the very trees must shout for the bold work done. Why, what would ye have? There is not a lad that treads in the gallant ranks who does not already bear on his breast the rose of a nation's thanks. A welcome? There is not a babe at the breast won't spring at the roll of the drum that heralds them home, the keen long cry in the air of, "They come, they come!" And what of it all if ye bade them wade knee-deep in a wave of wine, and tossed tall torches, and arched the town in garlands of maple and pine? All dust in the wind of a woman's cry as she snatches from the ranks her boy who bears on his bold young breast the rose of a nation's thanks. A welcome? There's a doubt if the lads would stand like stone in their steady line when a babe held high on a dear wife's hand, or the stars that swim and shine in a sweetheart's eyes, or a mother's smile flashed far in the welded crowd, or a father's proud voice, half sob and half cheer, cried on a son aloud. Oh, the billows of waiting hearts that swelled would sweep from the martial ranks, the gallant boys who bear on their breasts the rose of a nation's thanks. A welcome? Oh, joy, can they stay your feet or measure the wine of your bliss? Oh, joy, let them have you alone today, a day with a pulse like this. A welcome? Yes, 'tis a tender thought, a green laurel that laps the sword. But joy has the wing of a wild white swan and the song of a free wild bird. She must beat the air with her wing at will must her song be driven from her heaving heart and tremulous throat through the awful arch of heaven. And what would ye have? There isn't a lad will burst from the shouting ranks, but bears like a star on his faded coat the rose of a nation's thanks. That was The Rose of a Nation's Thanks by Isabella Valancy Crawford. Read by Frank Blissett.